episode. Gas Network presents sports for the culture.
I'm here with the family.
Bryce, XXV, Double I,
Rome,
D-Malo,
Gruff Lion.
T-Buggy, man.
To the greatest sports show on the planet, La Familia. Hope y'all ready for a ride.
Can't wait to hear what you guys got to say.
Good, folks. It's your boy T-Buggy, man. We are back. Hey, I'm your host for the night. And we got a good show for you. Got a good show. Running a little behind, but that's because we was cooking up that good-ass pre-show. So, tap in for that. And, it don't cost you much to get that pre-show content. But before we get this show started, let me introduce the fellas. Top left.
At Bryce, XXV, Double I, a.k.a. Mr. Big Leaguer, a.k.a. my mama's favorite gas panelist, man. Good to be back with y'all fellas for another iteration of Gas Friends Sports for the Culture, the 113th edition. So let's keep going strong, fellas.
113th. We've been at this for a long time, man. Bottom left.
It's your boy D-Malo back good. And gas prices are getting cheaper, fellas. I could go back outside even longer now. The fucking premium was killing my pockets the last month. I was like, God damn. I wanted to sell my car at one point. I was like, man, fuck this shit. That shit had me hurt. Biden, you fucking up, man.
Them Bidens,
Fucking up his speech, man. I'm telling you, man. Tío Trumpito, man, my bad, dog. My bad.
Trumpito.
Them Bidens messing up more than just gas prices, but top right.
Hey man, you know who it is, man. Your boy Young Rome 22, man. Shout out all the loyal listeners out there. If you new, hit that subscribe button, that follow button, man. We got a great show for you as always, man. G cutting up already, man. And if you haven't already, man, subscribe to that pre-show so you can get more content just like that, man. Like we've been having a good time. So definitely do that.
Okay, let's jump right in, fellas. Let's get straight to. It's not a lot of sports going on. I mean, you got a little bit of basketball, a little bit of things, but NFL, man, it's the off season. NFL, the league that never stops, and we got all sorts of things from. I've been hearing rumblings of Calvin Ridley, getting a season, and Deshaun Watson potentially getting, 4 to 6 games. I know that was out there in the Twitter world, but directly about the football, I'm saying, about the league. How do y'all feel about this year's upcoming seasons, like upcoming breakout players? Like, who do you guys think are going to be like good fantasy players, or just guys that are just will take their game to the next level next season?
Can I start?
Go ahead.
Your boy, Deebo Samuel. I need to know what the fuck is going to happen to him. Because my man, he was my draft steal last year when I got him in the 4th round. And now that you don't even know if he's going to stay with you guys or where the fuck he's going to end up going. It's hurting my heart right now. Because he's literally a 1st round pick this year if he stays with the 49ers.
You think Deebo is a 1st round fantasy football draft?
Yeah. The man does running back and a receiver.
I don't know how much more we'll see him at running back, but based on last season, definitely going to be high on a lot of people's draft boards. But, as a loyal 49ers long-time fan, I'm here to tell you, Deebo's not going anywhere. We just sweetening up the bag for him. He got to get paid more than those jokers like DK, McLaurin, AJ Brown, those types. Deebo is the king of that crop. So, he going to get the bag.
I'm just saying, man, he could at least sign that little boy's ball when he was showing him that 49ers ball. Like, yo, can you sign this for me, Deebo? My man says, get the fuck away from me.
Leverage.
He said leverage.
Bryce, what you got, man? Who you got for like a breakout player?
Breakout player. Let's see, man. Couple guys come to mind, starting with receivers. Last year when we did this, we did our right before the season, or not too much before the season. We did our fantasy sleepers last year. And one of my fantasy sleepers was Cortland Sutton, and he didn't pan out last year because he had no quarterback play. He had subpar quarterback play. But this year he has Russell Wilson this year. And Cortland Sutton has reached 1,000 yards before. He's played with a lot of different receivers. Last year he was coming off an injury. This year he should be like back to tip-top form, I believe. I can see him having a pretty big year. He's a guy I always believed in. Came out of SMU. I remember when he came out. He was always a tough ball player. But now it looks like, he may be able to take that next step with a Russell Wilson type talent at quarterback. Going to quarterback. One guy I'm looking out for, and it sucks because my team's got to play him game one, is Trevor Lawrence. I feel like Trevor Lawrence is due for a bounce back season. We all saw his talent at Clemson. We all saw it. You was blind if you're going to act like Trevor Lawrence wasn't one of the best quarterback prospects you ever seen come out of college. And it didn't translate immediately to the NFL. Now, I'm fresh off watching Jamarcus Russell interview. And I feel like sometimes the way he was talking, it's clear that sometimes you have to have that support team around you, and it's got to come from the organization that drafted you. Doesn't seem like Trevor Lawrence had that in Urban Meyer, so maybe he gets something better this year, and we see how it ends up working out. And if it works out, I feel like you could have like a guy like Trevor Lawrence who instantly becomes that, an NFL quality NFL starter. And all of a sudden we're looking around like, how do we miss this? So I think Trevor Lawrence is one to watch out for. And a running back, y'all know my guy, man. I'm not gonna say breakout, but like, especially if you get to a fantasy draft and you need a reliable running back, and all the running backs are flying off the board, you can never go wrong with David Montgomery, man. You can't. I'm expecting another 1,000-yard season from my guy David Montgomery, man. The most underrated running back in the NFL.
David Montgomery that's just not a sexy pick. It's not a sexy name.
I got one more for you. A.J. Dillon from the Packers too, man. A.J. Dillon from the Packers. They slowly trying to phase Aaron Jones up out of there. They basically had the same amount of carries last year, and A.J. Dillon at times performed better with those carries. That dude was hard to bring down. He went crazy at Boston College, man. And I can see him having a big year, really forcing the Packers' hand to get rid of Aaron Jones.
Okay. Sutton, Dillon, David Montgomery, and who else we had?
Sutton, and Trevor Lawrence.
Sunshine. Yeah. It's not a bad crop. I thought you were going to say Curtis Samuels for the exact same reasons that you like Cortland Sutton.
Nah, bro. I moved on from Curtis. Man. Maybe Rome will take Curtis, but I moved on from Curtis because he was another one of my fantasy sleepers last year, and he just never played. He never woke up, and he's already hurt early in camp this year. I'm not blaming him. It is what it is. Injuries are part of the game, but I can't put him on my list for breakout season.
Okay. Young Rome, you got any guys you think could flash this season?
Yeah, man, I got somebody in mind, man. I'm not gonna give a big long list this early out. It's still mid-July, man. We got a lot of time. But one guy that I am ready to put my stamp on, man, that I'm surprised nobody else said, is the quarterback down in Miami, man, Tua. Tua is poised to have a breakout season this year. I think you're crazy if you think he's not going to. Everybody thinks, Tua's not Pat Mahomes. He's not going to be able to get it there. He's going to have underthrown passes. You think the coaches don't see that already? You think the coaches aren't going to see that in training camp? A lot of Pat's yards weren't even always big bombs. A lot of them were just dump offs or crossing passes to Tyreek or somebody like that. They can throw screens. They can do all kinds of things to utilize Tua. Utilize his strengths in the passing game. He's a very accurate passer. So I think Tua is going to have a huge season. I think he's going to catapult himself into the top 10 talks, maybe not top 10, but he'll be one of those quarterbacks that people are overhyping by year's end.
Yeah, that's not a bad pick, but I Mike McDaniel, 49ers from that Shanahan tree. Those guys,
a tree that utilizes the screen game, tight ends, a tree that knows how to protect passers like that. If you remember, I believe Brunel was under the Shanahans at one point. And he had big success. So
Brunel,
Oh, bro,
yeah.
so predictable. Hey, Scrub. Nigga, you funny guy, man.
hey, Scruff, at least I got the name right, bro.
I think Brunel broke the record under Shanahan, right? The most completions in a row in a game.
Yeah, it might have been. I
Dipping
believe
and
so.
dunking. I can see that for Tua. That record might be in jeopardy, Brunel. Tua might just dink and dunk you out the
Yo,
record.
why do we act like a dinking and dunking is a huge problem? Like Tom Brady and
It's
dinking and
not.
dunking his way to a few Super Bowls, man. Not all the Super Bowls. Don't get me wrong. Some of them he was airing it out. But for every team Tom Brady was on had a Kevin Falk or James White or a dump off guy. You got to have your dump off guy, man.
Tom Brady got it
Edelman.
with nobodies. If you would have gave him Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, he would have thrown 60 touchdowns in the season.
No, fact, but that's part of that's because he wasn't throwing 60. Oh, he gave him Tyreek Hill. Yeah. But I'm saying though, part of the reason he had nobody is because he was just dumping that thing off, bro. You don't need nobody when all you doing is dumping that thing off, bro. Hitting the easy ones, bro. That's why Tom Brady is the GOAT. He always took what was there, but I don't know about I don't know if I'm drinking the Tyreek in Miami Kool-Aid just yet. Man.
Freaking Tua. I don't know, man. I don't know. G, I know you gave us Debo, but is that who you had for a breakout guy?
Oh,
Wait, is G talking?
Get a little interference from the Mars rover.
G, we can't hear you, G. No, we cannot hear you, G. We can't hear you. And we're gonna give G a second to get his mic straight.
Picking up feedback from the rings of Saturn. NASA just had them images of versus part of the culture now. So
hey, my man G was over there sounding crazy that last one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's bring him back and see if he's good. G, you good? G Money. Hey, they said it's funny. We was talking about that in the pre-show. He do got that AOL dial up. Got that cock.
I hate y'all. No. I want to say Saquon has a breakout year this year coming up. The offensive line got better.
Wait,
you heard me? Saquon.
Who?
Hey, yo, watch your fucking mouth, man. My boy. I feel like my boy's gonna have a breakout year this year.
Hey, go ahead. G did well. I would have said it wasn't abduction, but G came back completely the same. He said Saquon.
Hey, yeah.
But I could see Saquon kind of having a like a redemption type season. Running back needs a line, but the quarterback play.
You know Saquon's biggest problem, man. Every time he touch the rock, he trying to score, bro. Saquon don't understand. Saquon doesn't understand layups, bro. He want everything to try to be a home run. He don't understand singles. Saquon
don't understand dink and dunk.
Yeah, exactly, bro. If Saquon can hit his singles and doubles this year, he'll be back in that top 5 back conversation. But until he starts doing that, because he's not as explosive as he once was. Let's be honest.
Nah. Not after that knee injury.
He's still explosive.
I feel like he needed another year because of the knee injury. No one could be like Adrian Peterson.
I don't know. Saquon, to me, when I see Saquon, man, he's one of those rare, like, athletic, just monstrosities, bro. Like, that man just looks like, and I'm sure he's lost a step or whatever, just because we're all human, but, like, that man just looks like he's due. Like, G might not be too far off. I don't really believe in Saquon personally. I gotta see it before I believe it, but I wouldn't be too shocked just from the little bit I've seen of him, in the little workout videos or whatever. But like, he just looks like that type of dude that's always ready to have a big year.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt. Right. I mean, the biggest question is, like my man said, quarterback play. You're looking at 8-man fronts. I don't care who you are. If you consistently saying 7, 8 in the box and your quarterback can't help you out, it's gonna be a long season, man. Long, painful season.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's facts, bro. That's
Shit.
facts.
Shoot, what
We
else we got?
drafted fucking for offensive linemen, so hopefully somebody do something. God
Yeah,
damn it.
y'all been drafting a whole lot of offensive linemen recently, so somebody got to pan out. Ever since what y'all got Will Hernandez, and ever since then y'all got a big time O lineman. Seems like y'all been drafting O lineman the way the Skins draft D lineman.
Yes. But
Well,
we've been trying to fix this offensive line since fucking 2011.
I remember because Will Hernandez was supposed to be like Quentin Nelson. Just didn't pan out.
Yeah.
It just didn't pan out. But he's I still like Will Hernandez though.
what about rookies, man? I know, we heard nothing but vets. Any rookies poised to crack a fantasy top 10 this season?
Jahan Dotson. That's my sleeper for a rookie.
Yeah, my man.
Another Dotson.
Man, wrong, yeah.
Dotson.
Hey, yo,
Yeah,
bro.
it would be a
my man, dog.
to the Dotson.
My man Rome said Jahan Dotson with all confidence too, man. Gotta love it, man.
I'm in the top 10 in the NFL, like the fantasy points. I'm not sure what you were referring to, sir.
Hey, but in Rome's defense, though, Jahan Dotson has been getting rave reviews in camp. You know what I'm saying? He's been getting rave reviews in camp.
From
The
who?
last time us as Washington fans heard of a receiver getting rave reviews in camp, it was Terry McLaurin. So I understand why Rome feels the way he does, because there's a chance that we might have two Terrys out there. Just saying. Shout out to my man, Young Rome.
Two number twos. Cancel Rome. Oh man. No other rookies other than Jahan Dotson. JD.
No, it's plenty of rookies. Hey, go ahead. But you know, it's plenty of rookies, yo. It's plenty of rookies. Like, let's think, man. Running back, there's one running back I think going to translate instantly. That's my guy, Breece Hall, man. Ironically, he went to the same school as one David Montgomery. But he also reminds me of David Montgomery. Not because they went to the same school, but the durability. Go ahead, G. My bad.
I was gonna say the kid Drake from the Jets. I think he's gonna be like a standout guy this year. We're not giving him enough credit. The receiver, yeah.
Drake London.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he went to the Falcons, right?
No, I thought he went to the Jets.
Oh, all right. Either way, yeah, Drake London gonna be tough, man. That's a big receiver. I don't know if Drake London gonna be like game changer. Like, I don't know if Drake London gonna be like, you know, I feel like the receiver prototype is changing.
Drake London went to Atlanta. Breece Hall.
Oh, he went to Orlando. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Who the fuck did the Jets get? Was it Saucy?
The Jets got Hall.
Oh, wow.
And Breece Hall gonna be a problem over there. And they really build the backfield. Like, they putting all the tools around Zach Wilson to succeed, yo.
They got Wilson too.
Which Wilson?
Garrett Wilson,
bro. That's another one, bro. Like, and Garrett Wilson, I swear, man, that dude was hard to evaluate for me because, like, bro, you watch Garrett Wilson tape and you want to be like, bro, this dude's gonna be great. But like, it's like, I don't know. It's like something is not there that I don't know, bro. But Garrett Wilson might be like on some Tyreek Hill shit. He might. It's a chance. That's another one, bro. Like, he's there, especially if you're in a dynasty league, yo, go receiver. If you're in a dynasty league, go receiver. I hate that I'm saying this because I'm in a dynasty league with all three of these dudes. But if you're in a dynasty league, go receiver, yo, because, like, bro, that's the best value. I think that's gonna be the best value for the rest of, like, football.
Well, I was gonna say with this version of what football is, you know, it's easy to translate the college game to the pro game at that position. Probably the easiest.
Nah, 100% the easiest.
That was another story that recently came out. Zach Wilson. Anybody catch that story?
Yeah, I called
Yeah, I
it.
seen that story.
Wait, that was a real story?
Yes,
Apparently,
sir, boy.
and
Supposedly,
apparently he was messing with the Redskins receiver's mom, Dax Milne. Which is
That's his
crazy.
man's or no?
Yeah, they was roommates.
nah.
That's what the report is. I don't know if that's true.
Friend.
So watch first from Gilly the Kid. He was breaking the leather of somebody's mom.
The story I heard was he was dating, well, not dating, but sleeping with one of his mom's friends.
Oh, okay. It was one of his mom's friends. I thought it was one of his friends' moms.
No, one of his mom's.
That's a critical piece of information in judging the character of Zach Wilson. It's one thing to be hitting your mom's friend. All right, cool. If you hitting your friend's mom, I don't know, bro. That's one of those ones, man. It's one of those ones, man.
Son,
You can't do that. Can't do that.
she a baddie though?
Well, they don't know. I saw a picture and people were trying to pick, which of the friends. The mom was in a picture of like 6 friends, and they were trying to pick which one. His girl left him for Dax. Oh, this
His
guy.
girl left him for Dax. Wow. And then he got with his mom's
I had the
friend.
story all wrong, yo. Who was I
Wait,
getting it from? I got
what?
it from that damn Twitter page that be catching scruff every time.
Bryce Sports Online, man. You turned into BSO, man.
Hey, Shorty got to be bugging though, right? How you gonna leave? How you gonna? Mom's friend is legendary. But nah, how you gonna leave the starting quarterback for the Jets for the special teams receiver on the Commanders, bro? Like, that's an L.
I mean,
He might have left her though.
or she might have just saw him play.
Well, she's not seeing Dax play because he ain't getting very much time.
Man.
So
but
wait. So old girl left Wilson for Commanders player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her and them two players used to be roommates in college, which is even wilder.
So then he got with his mom?
I don't think.
That is story. I'm so confused about this. Y'all done so many singers that I'm lost. So what's the actual story?
Bro said you took my girl, I'm taking your mom.
Yeah, is that what happened?
Nah.
I was about to say, yo, that's legendary. Like, what? Fuck violation. That's more legendary than anything. It's one thing trying to take your man's sister, but taking his mom? My man just said, I'm destroying all your foundation.
The Mormons, man. That Mormon soaking, man, got them wild. They
Different.
Oh man, but that's
that's friends. Hold on, man. We talked about this a little bit in the group chat, man. How do y'all feel about that, yo? I gotta ask y'all that. We were saying if you die, one of your homies dies, you should never be messing with your homie's girl, man. After they die, you feel me? How do y'all?
Whoa, who said that?
We said that in the pre-show. We were talking about that a little bit.
I don't know. We did say that, but I mean, it is.
So if your homie is married and he dies, his wife is free game.
Bro, marriage is literally till death do us part. We died and we are apart now.
I just say yes. Like, see, it's free game.
Yo, I feel you, but do you feel like dead you would feel better if your homie had your wife? Or would you rather, you feel like dead you would be like, all right, hold it down for me, bro. Hold it down for me, bro. Come on,
I mean, he knows your kids. He knows your kids. He knows your wife. At this point, like, nigga, I hope you love him. That's how I love. I'm like, at that point, what the fuck am I gonna do? Tell God, yo, reincarnate me to a bear? I'm gonna eat this motherfucker? What the fuck? What is going on here, man? I'm in Heaven's Gate. I'm chilling. I'm about to be in ghetto heaven with Tupac and them. The fuck I care. About to be more hoes up there.
It really?
And faithful ones, you heard me?
You wild, bro. Everybody might go to their own heaven, though, so maybe that's yours.
Would you want your girl or your wife to be with somebody you know, or some random guy on Tinder that's just going, just try and burn it up?
All right. Well, if your wife ends up with a random guy on Tinder, you might have not chose well from.
Nah, you can't say that.
I ain't playing no long game. I ain't trying to fucking.
You
What?
should have just said, but you used the word random. If you would have just said guy from Tinder, I probably wouldn't have felt no way. When you said random guy from Tinder, it's like,
Nah, I think we looking at the question the wrong way, man. Like, if you dead, bro, you dead, bro. like you dead. You don't get to call no shots. I think it's more
right,
so.
yo.
If,
Thank you, B. You done called your homie's wife sis. Hey, what up, sis? Now all of a sudden, yo, you're on predator mode on your dead homies.
nah, B's right though. Like, if I think it's more so on if you the friend and your homie passed on. Now you going after his wife, bro. You the grimy one.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Isn't that grimy? That's my question. Is it grimy or not?
But it depends how the lead up goes. It's fair game because she gonna have to right to do to move on with her life. And let's say one wild night, like it leads to some shit like unintentionally.
I mean, if I'm the one that died, I died. Y'all do what you want. I'm not on.
What you gonna come and hop me while mid stroke? Like bow. Like oh shit.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying,
This really spurred from your boy HB, your man Hunter Biden. That's a wild boy, but when his brother Bo died, he started dating his brother's wife. For about 3 years.
This is really how that started.
Yeah, that's wild, bro. It's wild.
Hunter Biden started a lot of conversations this week.
Especially your brother, bro. That's your own brother. He knows his way
around the house.
So if they had kids, that means they would be brothers and sisters and cousins at the same time.
Yeah, it's some of that going on already that we don't know about, but yeah.
Strange times, bro. Strange times, man.
There ain't no strange times, bro. You ever heard of?
Hold on.
It's a Spanish word for this. It's called primo se prima. That's like cousin on cousin crime. Like there's no strange times. That shit been happening back in countries, hick ass countries. So this ain't weird now.
Yeah.
Y'all acting real bougie. Y'all acting real civilized up here. Y'all like y'all not from the South. Y'all from Virginia. Don't get real city folks on me now, fellas. I know where y'all from.
I thought love was love.
Yo.
I thought love was love. My whole thing, as long as no brother and sister crime, I ain't got no problem. Matter of fact, even because it's like, oh, that's kind of weird, but anything else besides that, I'm like, y'all niggas shut the fuck out.
It's called
Mississippi.
All right. So hold on. So let me get everybody's official take on this. Can you date your dead homie's wife or girlfriend? Bryce.
Nah, bro, that's a violation, bro. Some people don't live by a code and some people do. If you live by a certain code, we all live by some code, but if you live by a certain code, you just wouldn't do that, bro. It's a violation.
Some would say your boy dying is putting the code in to get the girl.
He said, you start
hey, so hold up. Let me spin
code. It's more like a cheat code. That's what that is, man.
Let me spin the question like this then. What if your boy and his girl break up, long-term relationship, or they married, they get divorced? Can you holler at her then? Like what happens?
No,
you know what I mean?
Bro.
So he has to die for it to be okay. Like that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy, G.
Bro. They both violations.
G, that's crazy. You said if he's still alive, I'm not going to talk to her. But if he died, it's fair game.
I mean, how you gonna invite your mans over the crib when that was damn near that was his whole wife or fiance at one point in his life? Like, yeah, dog, no, I'm breaking the back of her back. What's good, my boy? Let's go eat dinner in my crib on a Sunday. And he gotta watch her now. He gonna remember seeing her. Like, nah, you can't do that. My man gotta be dead.
Like, hey, you know she cook on Sundays, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, my man gotta be dead.
Hold on, but what if you're a better man for her?
Nah, ain't no this ain't no secret loving shit. Now, ain't that kind of nigga. Now that's a grind. Now that's a sexy ass motherfucker.
AOT, what
That's a sexy motherfucker.
I feel you, man. Hey,
that's sexy right there.
You should never get to the point where you find out. That's how I think about it.
Exactly. So it's a fair game after you died, though. You just contradicted yourself right now. I'm saying this third game after you died. It's cool. I'm like, all right, go ahead, dog. Crack her back. I don't give a fuck. I'm dead. I'm in heaven.
Technically, after you die, he would be the better man.
Well, technically,
Because if he was your best man, technically, right? Yeah.
He's the only man left.
But all I'm saying, as long as you know my kids already, you ain't got to worry about the awkward stuff. You know them kids already. If you have kids, he'd be all right. Be like, yo, just take care of the family. Boop, boop, boop.
They just replace you. You better just replace you, take over your whole family.
That's fine with me. As long as you take care of them kids.
They change their last name to your homie's last name.
I might have to come down just for one day and be like, what the fuck going on here, dog?
I ain't got no name lineage. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Hand over the prestigious Reyes name, bro.
Nah.
Because you got homies that want to mess with your wife after you dead.
His name is Dimalo Prego.
Sexy.
So Ron, what's the official stance on this?
Nah, man, I don't think you can date your. I mean, I guess once somebody's passed on, it's really up to the person that they were with. If they're ready to move on and date somebody that was close to them, I really think it's gonna be harder on them. Like if you know that was my man, you knew that was my homie, that was my best man at my wedding, all that type of shit, and you want to move on with him, then maybe that's what it was. That's what it was meant to be. But me personally, I wouldn't make that move. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. Nah.
That's a mature take, Ron. G, I think we know how you feel. Like the guy has
to be dead. Only if he's dead. If he's not dead, you can't cross that line.
Why you gotta be dead though, bro?
You sound like a damn mobster, bro. The guy gotta be dead. He gotta be dead.
What you mean? I just told you why. You don't have to get invited to the crib. How you gonna see your John that you were once called a wife or a fiance? You gotta look at your man's face like, damn, she was just cooking me that shit. Damn, she make it the same way how I love it. Like, nigga, I'm about to kill you. You ain't about to keep this bitch around me. What is wrong with you? We all dying here. Might make me go crazy. What? See how you gonna call that your homie? At that point, he's your enemy because he gonna drive you to a point where you gotta get out of character.
Hold on, so G, what if he's alive and she comes on to you? Are you gonna say now while he's alive?
Yeah. No, at that point we'll be like, you a stank ass hoe. Not now. Later. Get away from me. I'm a man of God. I'm a man of God. Get away from me, you stank ass hoe.
All right. So the real question.
Not why he's alive.
That wasn't me. That was his words. His words.
All right, man. Let's get back to the sports real quick, man. I saw this on Twitter. I couldn't tell where it came from, but I saw the tweet. Apparently, Andre Iguodala said if Rasheed Wallace was still an active NBA player in today's game, he would be better than Giannis. He'd be better than Greek Freak. I have some strong feelings on this, but I want to get you guys' takes before I chime in. So
who said that?
Andre Iguodala, who's played with some great guys. You know what I'm saying? He's played with Iverson. He's played with Steph. He's played with some talent. So he's seen some very skilled guys. He's played against some very skilled guys. But he said Rasheed Wallace would be better than Giannis right now if he was in the NBA.
Yeah. I don't know if he'd be better than Giannis right now. But I will say today's NBA is tailor-made for Rasheed Wallace, who kind of was ready to revolutionize the game before it was ready. The game wasn't ready for Rasheed Wallace when he came out. A lot of coaches would get upset with him for playing this game. You know what I mean? A lot of coaches didn't give him the complete freedom that he would probably receive in today's game. The green light, as they say. I think Rasheed Wallace would have been more like a top 10, top 15 player in today's game. versus probably being the top 25, top 35 guy, excuse me, that he was at his peak. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, though. She had some years where he was, definitely top 20. But he's always in that, top 20, top 30 range throughout his career. He was never really like viewed as a top 10 guy. But I think he had that potential. And in today's game, man, the way he could shoot the ball, he could shoot. Remember, Rasheed Wallace could shoot the ball the same way with either hand, too. He could shoot threes righty or lefty, bro. He could do fadeaways righty or lefty. Like his shooting was ahead of his time. His playing that way for a big man was was ahead of his time. And I think that in today's game he could have been a real threat, man. Maybe more like a top 15 player, but I think he could have been, with the freedom they give the big men today, he would have been great.
I do want to point out that Rasheed Wallace, his Blazers team was cheated. I believe Western Conference Finals against the Lakers. So
it was balling. Yeah, I remember that. Was that who else they had? Was that Bonzi Wells?
That was Bonzi Wells.
Yeah, I remember that. And Cliff Robinson.
Was Cliff Robinson on that team? That would be towards the end of his career if he was. I can't remember that team vividly, but I do know the Lakers came back from a 20-point deficit, and it came out that the refs, fixed it on that game. But Rasheed was a dog. But Rome, G, I got any thoughts on this? Rasheed Wallace being better?
Yeah, man. I think it's a little bit of a stretch, bro. I hate comparisons like this because especially in the NBA, I hate comparing errors in the NBA. Like, Rasheed Wallace is one of the few players where I do think his game does translate to today's game, so you can kind of compare this one better than others. But, I mean, to say that he would be better than Giannis after seeing what Giannis has just, accomplished, and maybe it's a little bit recent, but I just feel like I don't know if Rasheed was the player that I believe Giannis is, So I think in that sense it's a little bit of a stretch, but I do understand the comparison of someone like Wallace's game to today's game because I do think it would translate.
I agree. I'm right there with you. I don't think Giannis is a different guy, man, and I honestly don't think Rasheed was strong enough to handle a guy like Giannis. But I guess technically that wasn't. Hey, cheers. G. Hey, Steve off that.
We're throwing text.
G, what you think, man? You think Rasheed would have been a top 5 player?
I think Iguodala has been in California for way too long, smoking on some good cheap out there. My man smoking mad chronic to be saying some wild shit like that. No disrespect to the great Rasheed Wallace, but Rasheed Wallace only averaged 20 points once in his career. Once. And can y'all guess what team?
The
Bullets.
Pistons.
Wrong. You, Bryce?
I said the Bullets.
No. The Falcons. One time with the Falcons. And he played for the Falcons.
Wait.
Falcons. I mean the Hawks.
Man, trade.
Why did I say football? Oh my God, Atlanta.
Man jumped leagues. He averaged 20 for the Falcons.
Jesus Christ, no. You only average. Oh my God. See, I'm smoking that good tea, but see, I'm getting a contact high off of what Iguodala just said right now. He's bugging. Giannis is a 2-time MVP. Rasheed Wallace only averaged 20 points once in his career. Bro, no, he's fucking bugging. Hell no. Yo, bro, I need to smoke what I plan on smoking what he's smoking. I just said the fucking Falcons. Jesus Christ. God, see, that shit hurt my head. Bro, nah, man. Man's just bugging. Bugging the fuck. Yes, he's smoking that Wallace OG because I'm smoking that shit. I don't even believe that shit.
I'll tell you this: Rasheed Wallace definitely would have been an all-star in today. He's a 4-time all-star, but he would have been a Hall of Famer in today's game. I'll tell you that.
Is he not a Hall of Famer now?
No, I don't think he gonna make it.
No,
you know.
I don't think. Hear me out. I don't think Rasheed Wallace would have been a top 30 or 40 player in today's game.
No.
Everybody. Look, listen. You know why? Because a guy like a Paul George would be able to defend a Rasheed Wallace. Like, everybody is tall and athletic now. Like,
But Rasheed Wallace would still be able to take Paul George to the post, bro. Rasheed Wallace post game was crazy. It was, bro.
I don't know, man. Like
It was, bro. He had
everybody,
crazy footwork in the post.
Chris Bosh, Garnett, like the guys that were like the original stretch fours, the Dirks, they kind of ushered in this new era. The KDs, if you will. What would Rasheed Wallace do with a KD? Absolutely nothing. Like,
yeah, but Rasheed Wallace would be more of a big man than a KD. But I do feel you on that.
He is more of a big man, but I just think everybody is so much more athletic that a lot of that stuff would be a little easier defended versus playing against guys like Sabonis or a Kent.
I agree completely, bro. And that's kind of what I meant by comparing different eras, because it's like the game has changed to where people are more equipped to defend that style of play. Rasheed had a bit of an advantage back then because people his size weren't doing that. So like literally like T is saying, bro, like the people defending him weren't equipped to defend that style of play, whereas today people can do that. And that's why I think the Giannis part is just such a stretch, man, because like Giannis is really that dude, bro. And I think it takes away at Giannis's greatness, man, because I think he's up there with the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, I agree with that, Rome. It does take away from his greatness to a certain point, but it's also, I think, Iguodala trying to tell y'all how good Rasheed Wallace really was. And not only like I think it's a little more than just his ability to stretch the floor. Remember, Rasheed Wallace was always basically handcuffed while he played, bro. There was no coach that was going to allow Rasheed Wallace to play how he really could play, because honestly, Rasheed Wallace was more like a Jokic, bro. He was more like a guy that you could really run everything through. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I can remember, like, that's why those Pistons teams work out so well, bro. Like, because if Billups is out, you know what I'm saying, you throw in Lindsey Hunter, and then Rasheed Wallace used to play a lot with that second unit, and it's like Rasheed Wallace can control a lot of that game. They used to run a lot of action through Rasheed Wallace in those Pistons teams, a whole lot. And it's because he was more like a Jokic than he was just a random stretch four. And I think that's where he was ahead of his time too. It's like he had a lot of ability for a big man that, like, yo, if he would have got that freedom in today's game, who knows what he would have been. I think he would have been at least a Hall of Famer, though. I think he would have been a Hall of Famer.
But yeah, but you know, the problem is with what Iggy did is, you know, you probably, like, if your goal is to highlight Rasheed, you probably shouldn't use Giannis. Like,
right.
You know, that's like your man saying, you know, this the fattest girl I ever seen, and then you see it and you be like, huh? You know what I mean? Like, he set the bar so high for Rasheed, and I was a huge Rasheed fan. And also another thing, Rasheed got thrown out at half the games.
The ref hated Rasheed, man. That was crazy.
Bro, Rasheed once got attacked for looking at the ref. YouTube that one. He looked at the ref and got attacked. But yeah, Giannis is different. Don't compare him to my man. Giannis would destroy that boy.
Easily.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready to say Giannis would destroy him.
Destroy
him.
Bro, destroy him, bro.
Destroy him.
Rasheed Wallace could give anybody work. Offensively, Rasheed Wallace give anybody work, bro. Prime Rasheed Wallace is giving Giannis that work, bro.
Giannis would go.
Stop, bro. Prime Rasheed Wallace giving Giannis that work, bro.
Absolutely.
They were giving the rock. They were giving the rock. They'll let Rasheed Wallace get 20 shots.
No. You don't believe that shit.
Giannis 25, bro.
Only one of those guys would need a help defender, and it wouldn't be Giannis.
Bruh. Rasheed Wallace was one of those guys, right, while he played in the NBA, that nobody really could actually guard, bro. Nobody.
Yeah, while he played, bro, you're talking about him versus Giannis, bro. It's not.
I gotta use his skills though. Like, bro, Rasheed Wallace can shoot over anybody, bro.
Rasheed cooked like dirt.
His release was up here.
Look, I'm not even trying. I'm a fan, bro. I'm not even trying to. That's why I don't like this comparison, because I'm not even trying to down my man. But I just feel like Giannis, bro, is on that transcendent level almost, man. Like he's up there with today's greats, bro. And I don't think when Wallace played, people were mentioning him with, you know, the top 3 NBA players in the game at that time.
Agreed. I agree with that 100%. But I'll say this: if Giannis and it goes vice versa too. If Giannis had in his game what Rasheed Wallace has in his game, he might be the GOAT. It's same with Rasheed Wallace. If Rasheed Wallace had what Giannis had athletically, whatever else y'all want to call it, he could be on some GOAT shit. So
No,
like it's not like Rasheed Wallace. It's not like Giannis got everything that Rasheed Wallace has because he didn't, bro. And Rasheed Wallace, bro, he can get a bucket on anybody, and I stand by it. A prime Rasheed Wallace gives Giannis buckets, bro.
I
He
mean,
don't give anybody buckets.
Rasheed Wallace had like a 40-something inch vertical. A lot of people don't know him for being that high rise, that athletic dunker.
Block shots.
I believe he was the state champion in the high jump in Philly, if my basketball history is right. Somebody fact check that for me. But he was an
So I got
athlete.
a question. So Rasheed Wallace, was he like a defensive player? You can say he was a defensive player?
He could play defense too.
All right, so how many first NBA defense he made?
0.
I don't think he had any.
Now
And how many Giannis?
all of them.
He made 4. He's nowhere
bro,
near.
hold on.
He's nowhere near Giannis.
Let's not get into comparing accolades for Rasheed Wallace. That's the entire point of Iguodala's point. Is that like in today's game, Rasheed Wallace will be great. So that literally means you can't compare him in his game in his quote unquote day because we're talking about something totally different, bro. We're talking about like you see what I'm getting at here? Like you can't do that, bro. We talking about Rasheed Wallace placing him in today's game. He would be a perfect fit as a big man.
Wow, but I don't think he'll be better than Giannis.
Yeah.
That's a stretch.
Maybe not better. Yeah, maybe not better.
But
Around, in the ballpark, possibly though. Like I feel like Rasheed Wallace be one of them dudes that give anybody buckets in today's game, bro.
He could have said Draymond Green. He shouldn't say no Giannis.
Well, I think Rasheed Wallace is better than Draymond Green as is.
Exactly. He could have said that. He couldn't say no Giannis.
I don't know. Maybe Draymond Green's rings make him better than Rasheed Wallace. I don't know.
But isn't what you just said? We're not comparing accolades. Don't give me that shit, man.
No. I'm talking about straight up though. We saying like Draymond or Rasheed Wallace.
I'm taking Rasheed.
I'm taking Rasheed too.
I'm taking Draymond.
Nah, I take Rasheed just because I don't like Draymond. I think he's overrated.
Taking Draymond, man. Draymond mentality. Rasheed was a tough guy too, and also proven to be a winner. You know what I'm saying, with that Detroit team. But I don't know, man. Draymond just does everything.
Yeah.
Did everything. He's not the same Draymond.
Draymond don't score though. He don't do everything because he don't score, bro. He don't score. Draymond can't score to save his life, bro. If they needed a bucket, Draymond ain't getting it, bro. I don't see him do too much nut shit on the offensive end, and I think I really think Draymond is a great player. I think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. I think like you can't quantify with Draymond. Draymond's greater than Rasheed Wallace.
I think we might be looking.
Better in their primes. Oh.
Draymond might be the greatest role player of all time.
Ooh.
Me, him, or Rodman.
That's debatable, but I mean he's in that convo for sure.
Him or Rodman. That's a good conversation.
It's hard to quantify Draymond's contribution to the game at the end of each game. It's really hard to quantify. Like when he gets, these seemingly introverts, or these seemingly more quiet type dudes like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. When Draymond runs around the other team sideline and gets the crowd going crazy at him and puts all the attention on him, it's hard to quantify what that means for a team when then Steph and Klay can just start knocking down trades because they don't got to worry about shit. You know what I mean? When Draymond's fighting the best player on the other team, trying to get in his face, like I don't know how much that swings the pendulum the Warriors' way. I don't know.
Draymond arguably elevated Steph's career by getting Kevin Durant off the team.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Like if KD never leaves, we never have this conversation, right? We just keep saying KD's the best player on that Warriors team, but with Draymond getting KD out of there, then Steph going on to get another ring, like that changed both of their legacies. At least
Draymond getting KD there in the first place, and then getting him off. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't quantify Draymond's contributions to basketball, man. It's really hard to quantify.
All right. So let's hit a culture topic, man. And you know, this is one of my favorites. This is a gas classic. It is the good old "What are you watching?" So I'm hoping we all got some good contributions that we can quantify. Um, anybody watching anything really good right now? Any good ass shows?
I like what you did there, T.
You know,
That shows.
I mean, I've been trying to get my money's worth of Netflix recently since they keep upping their prices. Uh, um, but I did check out. I forget the name of it. It was a movie. I think it's called Don't Look Up. It's basically an end of the world type scenario. I don't want to give anything away, but it's a lot of famous people, a lot of cameos, and it's a unique little look on how today's world, kind of what we were talking about earlier, about how everybody's stuck in the social media, getting online, and how if we were facing a true end of the world scenario, how that might get spun or how that might go, based on how people are in today's world. And another show I started checking out on Netflix is that Love, Death, Robot show. I think we mentioned it on this segment before. It's a very interesting show. I love how each episode is completely different. And it's holding my interest. I didn't realize there was so many episodes. I had to go back because it started me in the latest junk. So I had to go back and watch from the beginning, man. So I'm loving that show too right now.
so Love, Death, Robot, man. I've started the first episode and I've never finished it. So that's something I got to check out.
Yeah, man. It is each episode is different, so it's like even if you don't really like one that much, the is gonna be one that you get into, man. Because it's I don't want to give nothing away for anybody that might watch it out there, but it's like 2 or 3 episodes, bro. That shit just hit me, man. Like the concepts are very deep, you know.
And the first one was Don't Look Up, the movie.
Yeah, the movie that was also one with a deep concept, but it's a comedy though, so it's very
I,
luncheon. It's very goofy, but I think it's also pretty accurate. Because man, people don't be paying attention to nothing but their phones. How you receive information in today's world determines a lot on how serious or not serious you take it. And that movie put a excellent light on that.
I actually seen that one, and that's the one where the guy was like, it does have all the actors, like
Yeah, yeah.
popular actors, like
Leonardo DiCaprio.
yeah, Timothy Chalamet, Jennifer
Yeah,
Lawrence, Medea. You got everybody.
yeah, yeah. Medea's in that joke.
But yeah, the guy was trying to tell NASA like something was happening, and they wouldn't believe him at first, right? That's the same one. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Bryce, what you got, man? What have you been watching?
Man, I'm salty because it seems like all my shows coming to an end, and it feels like they just got here. Now they coming to an end for me. I think I watched them too quick. But I'm telling everybody to listen that the best show on television just had its finale last week, and that's the man who fell to Earth. The man who fell to Earth is on Showtime, bruh. That show was great, man. Like I can't wait for season 2. Season 1 left me wanting more of that show. Like the progressions of the main character, whose name is Faraday. It's almost unbelievable how good this guy is acting it. I can't remember the actor's name, but when the Emmys come back around next year, because I don't think this came in time to qualify. But this joint is definitely going to be getting Emmys, bro. Because my man killed that role. Like, long story short, it's about a guy who literally fell to Earth from space, but he had it's like in his country. I mean, on his planet, there are no feelings essentially. So you're watching a guy not only learn Earth but learn feelings at the same time. And the way the main character is acting this out, the progression of him growing not only to know Earth but to know feelings at the same time, is really impressive acting work. So salty that joint's done. I just started watching the movie. If you need a decent, I shouldn't say good. It's decent. It's a decent movie. It's called Spiderhead. You heard of Spiderhead? It's one of the top movies on Netflix right now. It actually stars Thor. Thor is one of them guys, bro. I don't need to know his real name. He's always gonna be Thor. Like he did that. He's like on some Urkel shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can ever remember Urkel's real name. He just always Urkel. I think Thor is one of those guys. But stars Thor, and he's not playing Thor. And it's an interesting, very interesting concept. It centers around an alternative jail, and I don't know, it makes you wonder, like, would you rather be in real jail or this jail by the end of the movie? But y'all want to check it out? It's pretty good.
No, I thought I saw that one, man. I thought that was a very good movie, especially for Thor, man. Chris Hemsworth, man. It was a great change of pace for him, bro. Because I've seen all the Thor movies, big Marvel fan, and I thought it was a dope jump for him.
Yeah. It was weird to see him not being Thor for, like, I feel like that's the only role
Yeah,
you got to play. It's like, bruh, you too swole out here, bruh. You can't do, like, one scene, I'm trying not to ruin it, but in one scene, my man they get describing a little bit, and Thor is like clearly losing. It's like, wait, hold up, this is Thor, bro. He might have just called on his hammer one time or hit dude with the shield. It's like, oh yeah, nah, he's
Emotions was going crazy.
Yeah, it was wild.
I'm seeing that one as well. I'm not as high on it, but I did love the concept. I thought the execution was a little sloppy, but they got one of my favorite actors, man. My man Miles Teller. I've loved this guy ever since he broke the lawn gnome in Project X and all the execution.
Oh my goodness.
He's been one of my favorites ever since. That's one of my favorite movie scenes. Project X is one of my favorite movies of all time too. But G, what you got?
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan. Disney Plus.
Yes,
Yeah.
I just finished. That was fucking Krenak. Did we say the Academy already last show?
Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
That's back.
That joint's crack, bro. That joint's crack.
That shit was some more crack. I've been trying to stay inside, but outside keep on calling me. But these shows have been keeping me inside for a little bit until outside calls. But what else is another good show I've been watching? Well, I finally got to watch Doctor Strange.
The multiverse.
Yeah, that shit was a letdown.
Yeah, I felt the same way.
I was like, okay. I'm like, so it wasn't about Doctor Strange. It was about Wanda, I guess, the whole time.
Wanda and America.
America, right? Erica, America, or however
Yeah,
we're gonna pronounce it.
Doctor Strange kind of felt like the side chick in his own movie, but
Yeah,
my favorite part about that movie though was and sorry to spoil it for anybody that ain't seen it, but Wanda, man, she went crazy with the kills, bruh. Those were some of the most vicious kills in a Marvel movie to date. She was just snapping on niggas, bruh.
Wanda, Homelander, and that was definitely the best part of.
Yeah. Nah, it was, bro. She went crazy right there,
bro. And
Wait, they had a Homelander in that movie?
No, but Wanda like went berserk. Like, you know how Homelander don't really care. Like, he's gonna kill you.
Okay, she went like that. Okay.
Yeah, like.
Yeah. There was that scene where it was like, I was like, damn, bro, this is kind of like vicious for Marvel. Y'all niggas don't normally.
Like viciously.
Yeah, I was like, y'all normally don't just be like, oh, we just gonna kill these niggas right quick, like boom, boom, boom. It's like, okay.
It was pretty graphic for what we know Marvel to do, especially on the big screen.
Yeah.
Who's Captain? This is a spoiler by now, but Captain England or
Captain Britain.
It was a bunch of random.
Threw that joke in half, bro.
Like alternative universe type shit, right?
Richard from the Fantastic Four.
She even got my man Professor X, bro. Killed that nigga too. Played him really.
He was the weakest hero ever, bro.
Wait, who was the weakest heroes? Mr. Stretch?
No, Professor X. All of them was weak.
Nah, yeah, honestly, they weren't fighters, bro. They weren't fighters. Except the two girls.
The girls was tough, but still. Wanda.
Honestly, she killed the dudes in like 3 seconds, bro. And then the girls at least put up a little bit of fight before they got fucked up.
Yeah, I vicious deaths. That was the best part of the movie. Hopefully, Marvel keeps it up. You might get me as a fan. And I guess for me, what have I been watching? I've been watching a lot of stuff, but namely right now I'm watching P-Valley and P Valley just had one of their best episodes ever, and probably one of the best episodes, TV episodes of the year, if you ask me. And it was crazy. So if anybody is familiar with the the Lil Murder, Uncle Clifford, Big Teak storyline, really Lil Murder and Big Teak, that was a crazy storyline. And part of that is based on a true story. If you Google Big Teak or search him on Twitter, you'll see that his storyline came from a true story. But P Valley, very entertaining show. But I'm also watching a show that came out last year that was on Apple TV. I just got an iPhone, so I never had Apple TV. So I'm kind of catching up. And this show called Severance. Bryce, you seen this?
I haven't seen it.
This seems like the type of show you be into. So basically, the storyline is, I think it's produced or directed or something by Ben Stiller, but basically it's about a group of coworkers, and they undergo this procedure called severance, which basically splits your mind in half. So like when you walk through the doors of your job, you just go into autopilot and you're a worker. And when you walk back out, you are your regular self. So to you, all you do is walk in and walk back out of work. So, your regular self just feels like you were never at work. And your memories are split also. So your work version of yourself remembers work and does nothing but work. Like they never leave work, right? And then your regular self never goes to work. Seems like a good deal, right? But you gotta watch it because there's a silver lining in everything, and they work for this huge company will be the equivalent of a Google or Amazon, and it's shady, it's secrets. There's people protesting it, calling it forced labor. It's a really well done show, and it's about 5 or 6 characters. But I'm on episode 4, and I'm loving it. It's called Severance, and it's cool sci-fi. I'm a sci-fi guy anyway. But that's all I got.
I would say watch Stranger Things, but I haven't even watched it yet. I'm waiting.
I haven't finished Stranger Things. I started, it was good, but I haven't finished it. I feel like they waited so long. Old now.
Yeah, it's weird. Them kids age too quick. Like,
yeah, I mean they didn't, but
the last time I watched to now, it feels like I'm watching a totally different show. It feels like
same, bro. Same.
I feel like it should be a year later, but they age like 4 years. Like everybody aged 4 years, but they showing the show a year later. Like you don't really.
I guess I do want to add to what are you watching? I'm not watching this, but I'm watching this show's whatever information comes out. The OA. So I ran across. Hold on,
it's coming back.
The hopes up. I ran across a random YouTube that kind of gave me hope that the show can still exist, and it was based on what would be considered like very paper thin evidence, but like a lot of it had substance to me, and I'm sure to a lot of other fans. And Bryce, I'm gonna shoot it to you because this is the first one I've seen, and I was like, we might have a season 3 next year, but we'll see.
That was a dope show, man. That was a dope. And one more too. I know most of us probably watching this one. The Boys, man. The Boys is crazy, bro. That show is like that show is literally what it would be if America had superheroes. Man.
I just started that joint too, though.
Oh, for real, bro. That's just crazy.
Shout out to my guy A-Train, man. It's my dog.
Oh no, he a bitch.
They always doing A-Train dirty, but I got a
feeling he a bitch.
I got a feeling he's going to end up playing a real big role down the line.
Anybody that was in the 7, the original 7 or whatever, they some clowns.
Bro, I don't know who y'all hate the most. A-Train or what's the little fish dude?
Nah, the fish dude that dude got issues, bro.
I kind of hate A-Train worse because the fish guy is just dumb. Like he don't know any better. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of his name right now, but A-Train, like
his name is Deep.
The Deep.
Oh yeah, the Deep. Oh my gosh.
The Deep is super shallow too.
The deep is so useless too, bro. Like Your man is so like water having a water power seems cool, like you know what I'm saying, but T realize
At
how useless
first,
it is. Unless he can shoot water out his damn hands, bro. That man's useless.
Well, as a hero, you know what I'm saying? He's pretty useless, but like that's a cool power to have.
It is, bro. It is. But then you end up messing with octopi. So
Hey, that boy, I don't feel like a superpower should give you a super fetish, but like apparently this is a crazy show.
yo, word. Some couldn't catch it. Yo, wait until you watch it wrong. You caught up yet or no? Oh, bro, I don't even want to ruin this.
Very first scene of this new season, they went too far, man. I was like,
yo, bro.
They already know they coming in here, bro.
Yo, don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. Yes, yo. I was like, oh my God. Son. Yo, thank God I'm not homophobic, but what the fuck?
Quick little anatomy lesson. That was crazy.
Yo, is it worse than Euphoria with my man's dad?
Yes.
Oh God. Oh God.
It was bad, bro. It was
That's
bad,
terrible.
bro.
I don't know if I want to see that.
No, you gonna see it because you ain't got no choice. You're gonna keep on watching it.
Man, as bad as it was also hilarious, bro. Like, why is that so funny, bro? That show was also hilarious.
Oh my God.
Boys is probably like, the way they're able to blend action and comedy is very, very genius at times.
No Captain. Yo, y'all watch The Mayans? If y'all fans of Sons of Anarchy, watch The Mayans. It's not bad at all. It's pretty good.
I never saw something.
Oh, damn, you got a lot of catching up to do then.
I do. I've been watching, bro, I'm a Star Trek guy. I just watched the finale of the new Star Trek. I don't know if there's any Star Trek fans on gas, but
which one?
Strange New Worlds is a great show, man. It's just a great show.
Star Trek, which one?
Strange New Worlds.
Oh no, I be watching one with my girl. Well,
Discovery.
Yeah, I be watching Discovery. That's my jump.
Discovery's good, but Strange New Worlds is like OG Star Trek. Like I like both, but I really like Strange New Worlds. But
I think I found out about Discovery from a "What Are You Watching" segment. So shout out to "What Are You Watching," man. Use some of the advice we giving out here, man. Check out some of these shows. Tell us what you think, man. Bring it.
Oh, Nas just dropped the documentary series real quick on Showtime. Supreme Team. I want to watch it.
I want to check that out.
Well, I'm not trying to start a "What Are You Listening To," but Harry Fraud and French Montana just dropped a bomb.
Yeah.
You talking about the album?
Yes.
Bruh, you like that album?
I love that album. I love that album.
This one I log on.
I love that. How you from up north and don't like, bro? Montana and Harry Fraud.
G used to love French Montana. That's why I hate him so much now. He used to be his idol.
Bro, this sounds like mac and cheese.
Stop it. You're bugging the fuck out of here. The only song that's worth listening that I have on my phone is Blue Chills.
Is that the joint with Jada and
Nah, the first song, the intro song.
Intro. See, I ain't even look at the names. I just let it bang. That's a great album, man.
No, it's not. That shit was subpar as fuck.
I'm gonna check it out, man. I'm gonna check it out.
I mean, go ahead, but I didn't catch old French vibes. I wanted to because it's like what you said, heavy fraud. La música de heavy fraud. I love saying that shit. I'll be like, if you cap it, I'll be like La música de whatever name they call it, whatever. La música de Bryce Fraud. Bryce on some bullshit. But that's all I'm saying. That album was La música de Fraud. That shit was not what I would have thought it would have been better.
Man, look, I like it. There's no singles. It's not Max trying to catch a heat. You know what I'm saying? A little heater. To me, it was just good music. But,
I guess I gotta re-listen to it again, but I really didn't fuck with. Cause it's hard for me to take French that guttery when he became so pop.
French is a pop guy, LA guy.
Pop, bro.
I remember.
Like, so serious. That's my shit. That's my shit. Style on you haters. Tell you bitch, I see her later. Yo, that's like I'm a real Coke Boys fan. I love that shit.
I told you he was, bro. I told you should look up the French. I know a
So
French fan when I see one.
So hard. That shit fuego.
Yeah,
Or intro or like fucking we're talking about Mr. 16 or Casino Life. Like
Casino.
That's why I shit the intro. Oh my god. You win some, you lose some. You saying some shit. Some friends win, some friends you don't. Like your friends were saying some shit. But when you listen to this, I'm just like, what is he doing? Like, and I was like, so part as fuck. I was like, That's what I'm saying. Blue Chills gave me that whole feeling. So I'm thinking like, all right. Then I was just like, nah, this is not.
I loved it. You know, I'm more of a Max fan than a French fan, but I like it.
Tattoos on Her Ass, one of my favorite songs ever. Most disrespectful shit ever. Most disrespectful shit ever. You gonna make a banger and disrespect somebody's wife?
That beat is crazy too.
Tattoo on Her Ass is the best song to play.
In Greece.
To anyone. Ooh, that shit hard. But, see what I'm saying?
Man, you know, before we get down to Coke Boys, you know, and public domain ways,
can y'all put Nick onto Max B? I tried so long, but Nick is not a fan of this. Can y'all help me with this?
Well, Scruff's a different guy, man.
But if you could listen to the beginning stages of Young Thug, you could listen to French. To Max B. Because the beginning stages of Thug was like was basically Max B.
Early Thug. I've been listening to Early Thug and Early Quan. That blah 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 has gone viral on TikTok. So I kind of see what you're saying.
When they would come to them trying to sing.
Early Quan was an era, man. That Rich Gang was an era,
Rich
man.
Gang, bro.
Rich Gang went crazy.
And to me, it's crazy that now that Young Thug is locked up, Rich Homie has kind of started to resurface.
Rich Homie been my dog. I listen everything Rich Homie drop. I listen to, bro. Like I know people be hating on Rich Homie now, but that's my dog, bro. And I like Rich Homie because he don't just talk nonsense all the time. He be having some motivational songs. Hey, bro, Rich Homie got some shit, bro.
Bro, him and Thug was a great team, but you know
the fact that it never lasted, I can't fathom that. That has to be a documentary series, in my point of view. Like the fact Rich Gang was something and out of nowhere it just disappeared.
It'd be locked
Back to the Basics is a classic album, yo. Rich Homie Quan, Back to the Basics. That's a classic, yo. Check that album out. Classic.
That's the new one, right?
Nah, that's one of the older ones.
That
joint's a classic, though. But I need Rich Homie back, man.
Let's wrap this one up, fellas. You know where you can find us on all socials. You know, we went late tonight because we started late, but that's because of that good-ass pre-show. I thought we had a great show. Don't kill your man for his girl. That's crazy. That. Also,
I ain't say none of that shit. That was not me. Fuck out of here.
Also, we got the gas merch on the gasmerchstore.com where you can get this wash your ass tee. You know what I'm saying? You can get the gas hats. You know, you can get your gas cell phone case, whatever you need. We got it covered. But yeah, I don't know what I missed, man. I feel like I'm missing something.
Stay out of dark alleys at night.
Yeah, that too. But you hit on everything, bro. Like definitely cop that pre-show, man, because the pre-show it's different. It's different, yo.
Of a pre-roll and a pre-show, man. And enjoy me together.
Yes, sir. And you get to hear a little bit more of my life escapades. It's not that bad. These guys can tell you this. That's the reason why we're late.
You do it enough, you can see Rasheed Wallace on the Falcons.
Definitely on the Falcons, hitting a linebacker with a block.
But I'm gonna end this how we always end this, man. Sports for the culture.
The